Hello everyone. In this lecture we will discuss the political theory. What does the word political means? I already explained it. And what does the word theory means? Basically we'll try to understand both the words and then I will define the political theory. So the political theory, the word political means that the affairs of the city. I already explained it. Affairs of the city or nation or the state or the country, international level, whatever. The affairs of the city means political. What does the word theory means? See, the word theory basically means that an idea or a set of idea which are trying to explain something. Theory means an idea or set of idea which is trying to explain something. An idea or set of idea which is trying to explain something. What something? The affairs of the city. The affairs of the city, when we try to explain or analyze or debate or discuss the affairs of the city or the affairs that are taking place around us, then we say that we are basically dealing with the political theory. Theory means many ideas are included in the theories, and from these theories we basically try to apply or formulate the laws as well. Political theory means an idea or set of idea trying to explain something. What they are trying to explain? The affairs of the city. Like for example, freedom. So there will be discussion about the freedom, like what should be the extent of the freedom, how much freedom should be given to a citizen, how much freedom should be given to an individual in the society, what should be the restrictions on the freedom. Are the restrictions reasonable restrictions? Are the restrictions justifiable restrictions? All of these things are debated and discussed in the political theory. So basically, in simple words, the word political theory, I have divided it into two. The theory, political means that affairs of the city, and theory means that an idea or the set of ideas which are trying to explain something. When we go into the depth analysis of the freedom, justice, because these words are not abstract words, they have very deep meaning. They have very broad meaning. So the idea of justice, what kind of justice should be there? Is the justice system of India or the judiciary system of India is fair? If not fair, then what are the reasons for that? If it is fair, then what are the things or qualities are included in our judiciary? Or if it is not fair, then what kind of things we should incorporate in our judiciary so that we can get a fair or transparent system? Like same thing apply on the legislature as well, same thing apply on the executive portion as well. What kind of laws should be in the society? Are the laws justifiable? Are the laws reasonable? So all of these things, all of these ideas we used to generally discuss under the set of political theory. And this is the basically meaning of these two words, political affairs of the city, and theory means an idea or set of idea trying to explain something. And in political theory, these ideas are regarding to the affairs of the city. So this is the basically meaning of these two words. And now what is the definition of the political theory? So see, the definition is quite clear and easy to understand. Try to understand the definition. It means that the philosophical study of the government. Political theory means that the philosophical, what the word philosophical means, I will also explain that. Philosophical study of the government. Philosophical study of the government. The government can be monarchy, the government can be republic, the government can be democratic, whatever the way of the government. When we study it philosophically, then it is known as the political theory. The philosophical study of the government in which we question about, what kind of questions are included in this, in which we question about that what is the nature of the government or what should be the nature of the government, why this should be the nature of the government. Second, what is the scope of the government? Is government doing welfare for its citizens or not? Why there should be welfare included in the functioning of the government? What is the nature of the government? What is the scope of the government? What is the legitimacy of the government? Legitimacy means the legality of the government. Is really the government has derived the power from the people, or it is ruling in an autocratic manner, or it is ruling like a monarch. So what is the nature of the government, scope of the government, the legislativity of the government, and also the institutions of the government, about the institutions, and also the public agents. Public agents means those who are in the government. what is the nature of the government, institutions and the public agent, what is the scope of government, institution and public agent, what is the legitimacy, it means legality, what is the legality of the government, what is the legality of the institutions, what is the legality of the public agent. These all things and these all ideas we used to deal with them in the political theory. So again, I'll try to explain the political theory. Political means affairs of the city. Theory means an idea or set of ideas trying to explain something. What they are trying to explain? They are trying to explain the affairs of the city. In what manner we deal with it? In a philosophical study of the government, in which we question about the nature of the government, the scope of the government, what is the legitimacy of the government and its institutions, the institutions that were formulated by the government, what are their nature, what are their scope and what are their legitimacy, as well as the public agents also. The public agents means from Indian point of view, the MPs or the MLAs whom we elect, what are their nature, what are their scope and what kind of office they are holding, what is the legality of that office that which they are holding. All of these things are discussed in a philosophical manner under the political theory. So this is known as the political theory. The basic definition of the political theory: the subject which deals with the philosophical study of the government, in which we question about the nature, scope, legitimacy of the public institutions or the public agents or the government, in which we study about nature, scope and legitimacy of the institutions, the public agent or the government. This is basically known as the political theory. What is the philosophical study? Philosophical study basically means that, I'll use the synonym, it basically means that analysis. Different people will have different analysis regarding to the similar topics. Analysis, knowledge based, reason based analysis. See, the analysis must be reason based. It should not be irrational. It should be rational. Means which should be region based, logic based. Then we used to this all we used to study in the political theory. So political theory means an idea, set of ideas trying to explain something about the affairs of the city, and philosophical study of the government, in which question about nature, scope, legitimacy of the government, institutions and the public agents are dealt with, is known as the political theory. And in political theory is the philosophical study. What does philosophical means? It means the analysis, the knowledge, the reason. Remember this, that due to political theory, the political science has evolved with the time. From the nomadic life to the tribal life to the empires and till to the democracy and the republic, all these had evolved due to the political thinkers, political theory and the ideas which we discuss in the political theory. How this evolution takes place? Let me try to understand or explain it in a different manner as well. So this is the basically definition of the political theory, and second one is, after political theory we will explain the another concept like the evolution of the human society. See, because of the political theory, because of the political thinkers, because of the discussion of new ideas and incorporating new laws and giving new dimensions to the society, the human society has evolved with the time. What are the new dimensions? Try to understand. If I talk about the early humans, they were basically nomadic, or I will say that basically they were the hunter-gatherers. There was no thing like society. They were hunter-gatherers and they used to live a life which was a nomadic life. Gradually, with the course of the time, these humans started to settle. They used to make some houses, they used to make some permanent settlements, and these nomadic people get evolved towards the tribes. From these early humans, the concept of tribes came. Now, what is the tribes? How things are included in these tribes? See, the tribes have their own laws, they have their own rules, they generally used to live in the groups, they have also their own chief, and I can say that these laws or these rules are the constitution of these tribes. So the evolution from the early humans to the tribes is due to the political thinkers, is due to the political theory. How? Because human have the tendency to think, because human have tendency to change, because human have the tendency to change the structure of the society. So from this early humans to the tribes, we have generally changed the structure of the society. And as the time grows, from these tribes we have reached to the empires, or I can say that kingdoms. See, there is a difference between empires and the kingdom as well. Kingdom are small, empire is generally a large. Many kingdoms are included in an empire. So with the course of the time, we have reached to the empires and the kingdoms. Why? And empires and kingdoms have their own laws. They have their own constitutions. Some empires or the kingdoms give the rights to people. Some do not provide that rights. Some were dependent on the religion institutions. Many, in general, many of the empires and kingdoms were depends on the religious things. So the concept from the early human to the tribes, from the tribes to the empires and the kingdoms, all this evolved because humans have the tendency to think, to assess the event and to evolve according to the time, to evolve the structures of the society, to evolve the institutions of the society, and this evolution take place due to the political theory or the political thinkers which were from time to time, which gives the new dimensions or the new ideas to the society. And from these empires and kingdoms, we have reached to a new stage of democracy. We have reached to a new state of republic. We have reached to a new state where we give freedom to our citizens. We have reached a new state where we give the liberty to our citizens. Freedom of religion, freedom, liberty to choose any actions or to do any actions which are restricted, even liberty is also restricted. But freedom, liberty, the rights to people, because in these societies there were no rights to people. And generally we used to consider that we have to remove the discrimination also from the society. All of these evolution take place just because of the two things in the human. What are these two things? The two things are that the rational. First of all thing, that rational. The human have only tendency to think on a reason based manner. First thing is the rationality, that human have the reason based manner thinking. Second thing is that the human have the ability to reflect on its own ideas. Whenever a human give any ideas and they try to experiment it and they find any type of fault in that ideas, they have the ability to reflect on that and change that particular idea or change that particular law or change that particular institution. And due to these two aspects of the human being, to think rationally and to ability to reflect on their own ideas, the society has evolved with the time. From early human nomadic tribes to nomadic people to the tribes to empires, and then in recently democracy, republic, freedom, liberty and the rights. All these things are included in the political theory. We generally used to discuss how these changes take place with the time in the political theory. These are the analysis part of the political theory. So this is the basically evolution of the human society, and it takes place due to the twin aspects of the human being. What are these twin aspects? First is that human is a rational. It means reason based thinking. Rational means the reason based thinking, not illogical thinking, reason based or the logic based thinking. For example, why should a government give rights to its citizens? Why there should be a rights for the citizens or the individual who is a citizen of the country? So it is a reason based, there must be a reason based answer, that if there will be no rights to the people, then government can be autocratic anytime and people will get no freedom or liberty while they are living. Maybe the government also don't give them right to live as well. So this is the reasonable thing or rational thing, that we should include some rights in our constitution, so that the government must be limited or bounded by that rights, that it cannot infringe that rights. The government cannot infringe that basically rights. So we can think on a reason based or the rational based or the logic based. So this one aspect of human being. And second, the aspect or the ability. Second aspect is that the ability of human being to reflect on their own ideas. These two things, due to these twin aspects of human being, remember that these two are the twin aspects of the human being, to think rationally and to ability of the human to reflect on its own ideas. These two forms the base of the political theory. Both of these things forms the base of the political theory, because we think rationally and we have ability to reflect on our own ideas as well. That's why the society developed and evolved with the time, from nomadic life to a life of the democracy and the republic. All these evolution take place because we have the ability to think, we have the ability to change with the time, and we have the ability to evolve. How? We are rational and we have this ability to reflect. So political theory basically talks about these twin aspects of the human being, and it is these two aspects forms the base of the political theory. So political theory is the analytical study of the political science. Analytical study, which means in which we generally used to analyze all of the dimensions or the aspects of any topic, like regarding to freedom, liberty, justice, as I already explained you, that what kind of justice should be there, what the word justice means. To different person the justice may vary, what kind of justice should be there, why justice should be there, who will give the justice, and the person who will give the justice, how it should be appointed to that post. All of these things are included in the political theory, and then when we discuss that ideas and then we apply these ideas in the political science. For example, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar, he was also a political thinker. He always analyzes the society and found that many in the society are discriminated. Many in the society are discriminated, and the reasons of the discrimination are many of there. Like we call them minority, or we generally call them the scheduled caste or the scheduled tribes. These people were discriminated by the society in many manners, like untouchability is one of that aspect. He analyzes the event, and then this analysis is a part of the political theory, and then he incorporates some laws regarding to that in our constitution, like Article 14, right to equality, like Article 15, prohibition of the discrimination on the basis of race, religion, gender, place of birth. So these articles are incorporated in the political science, from where we have taken these all things from the political theory. Who was the political thinker? The Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the political thinker. He analyzed the event and then tried to formulate some laws in the political science. So this is the basically relation between the political theory and the political science. So in political theory, we generally used to analyze all the event and then take out some best things or best results of that consensus, and then we formulate the new laws or the rules for the society. This is what political theory is. So I think political theory is completed. Let's see political theory from revision of the political theory. Theory means an idea or set of ideas trying to explain something. Political means affairs of the city. When we discuss the ideas of the affairs of the city in a philosophical manner, in an analytical manner, in a knowledge based manner, in a reason manner, then it is known as the political theory. When we question about the nature, scope and legitimacy of the government, its institution and the public agents, then it is known as the political theory. The first thing is clear. Second, the evolution of the society. How this evolution take place? It is in the political theory that we have the ability to reflect on our own ideas. We have the ability to think rationally or think in a reason based manner. That's why this evolution has taken place with the time, and this evolution is what we study in the political theory. How this evolution takes place, who were the political thinkers that that give the society to new ideas, and due to them the structures get changed. This evolution, and then human beings have two aspects, the rational and ability to reflect on their own ideas, and due to these two aspects we have changed and evolved the society. And it is a very dynamic concept as well. Freedom also varies with the time, because as the circumstances changes, situations changes, and these concepts also get sometimes changes. Not the entire concept, but some part of that concept generally used to change with the time. For example, when I consider that the point of equality, like equality basically means that in generally we used to assume that equality, a female or the male both are equal and both should get an equal opportunity, like if I talk about the gender. But there was a section in our Indian Penal Code, section 377, which criminalized the people who belongs to the LGBTIQ community. LGBTIQ, then also A plus, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, this community. Criminalize the act of these communities in under the IPC section 377. Then we have to analyze if male and female are equal and they are given freedom to do whatever means restricted, but whatever they want to do in their personal life, then why these communities are restricted? This is the question of equality which we discussed in the political theory. After discussing, after analyzing all these aspects of the LGBTIQ society, the Supreme Court of India has given the verdict that this is unconstitutional. The section 377 of the IPC, it is unconstitutional, and LGBT community have their own rights, and they can their marriages are also legalized under the equality. So you can see that equality is not limited up to gender or the other aspect, but it has various dimensions in the society, because the society is diverse. And due to these diversities in the societies, when new cases come up to us, we used to talk about them, discuss about them, and reach a conclusion and giving right to them and changing some concept of the equality as well. So this is what we discussed and changed in the political theory. So I think political theory, the part of the political theory is completed, and if there are any doubts, you can ask me in the class or on online WhatsApp as well. Till then, thank you.